Welcome to my fall 2024 trends video. I'm going to be talking about fall macro trends as well as some overall macro trends that I think we're going to see for the rest of the 2020s. And then some honorable mentions for some trends that I think we're going to be seeing in the upcoming years. The biggest trend by far will be Adidas Trackpants. We saw them in the summer in shorts form. Those 3 little vertical stripes will be here in pants form for the fall. If you want to play with color, you can do red, green, or navy. Personally, I purchased black ones, and I tried to thrift some. Admittedly, I didn't try very hard, and I ended up buying a pair on eBay for a decent price. You can look on Depop, but Depop sellers are greedy as ever with some priced as high as $50. So get out there, go to your Goodwills, Salvation Army, Savers, Value Village, and look through the kids section, look through the men's section. I actually found a pair in the women's section today on a whim. I stopped by Salvation Army and found a capri version, which is still gonna be great to have, but I can still wear these with like boots and still wear them in the warmer months next year. I love how this track pant silhouette looks with different fall top staples. Like you can do it with bombers, trenches, jumpers, blazer, literally anything that you already wear in the fall, you can match with these track pants and create some really cool fits. Bloat core is still a maxi trend, and the sporty look can work for fall too with understated tops like these because it's less literal bloat core than an actual like sports jersey. Another big trend we're going to be seeing for fall is leopard. We already started to see that throughout the summer, but I think that it's going to be another big trend for fall. The really rich, like almost golden style print is more understated than a bright, tacky, orangey, yellowy leopard. So you can find a lot of like leopard denim. There's tons of leopard mini skirts and maxi skirts all over, the usual thrift haunts, secondhand haunts. Retailers are currently creating new leopard print items like this top. I think it's cotton on, which I love just the style of leopard that they use. Like these are great colors. I put this one as an example of a cardigan on Depop. I thought was really cute. I've been trying to add more like wide neck, boat neck tops to my wardrobe. So I honestly I might pick this up. Actually, no, I don't think a leopard top would look that great on me. If you don't want to wear it as a clothing item, you can do it in your accessories. I got some leopard ballet flats that are a really nice print, and you can do these bags. I got this middle one here off of Depop. It's a vintage like 9 West bag. Oh, these are the flats that I got. They're a little too small, but I'm trying to like see if I can stretch them out. They're a little tight on the toe. So that's a bummer, but I'm hoping that I can stretch those out because I would be rocking these with like so many different things. I knew back in earlier this year that rugby shirts were going to be kind of the next wave of this sporty bloat core vibe that is happening right now. There's so many places to source them. You can get them on thrift stores, eBay, Poshmark, ThredUp. Those will all probably give you the best price, but modern retailers are also releasing their own versions. Like you can find them on Urban, with their new items as well as their urban, what do they call it? Urban, revival, whatever the thing that they do where you don't know what you're ordering until you get there, until it comes to you. Urban renewal. So you can do that. Princess Polly, you can find them on their side. You can find them on Cotton On, Lioness, Revolve. So I kind of split it into 3 categories. The classic version, like these here, which is the long sleeve. Doesn't always have to be a white collar, but definitely long sleeves, a little oversized. This Lioness one, the second one with the mini skirt, is a little more form-fitting. So you can play around with, how you want the silhouette to be on your body. And then if you want to opt for the short sleeve version, here are some examples. I think both of the ones on the outside are Lioness. I'm not sure, but I like how this one's kind of boxy, this one on the right. Just a cool, like fun, an easy silhouette for the fall to kind of like add your own accessories and your own flavor to. And then this one in the middle, is kind of like the short sleeved and layered. This one in the middle, the short sleeved and layered, is kind of giving early 2000s Abercrombie preppy, and cropped is an option if you are looking for a more feminine silhouette like this one here. And then with the vintage versions, like on the left-hand side, these are Urban Renewal, I think, but there's a ton on eBay. You can set your price max, set your size. Because I would probably, you can start with like a medium if you want that like oversized look, medium to large, depending on how tall you are, or maybe like your bust size. You know, set your price, set that free shipping. They're out there. You will find a decent price rugby top if you look on eBay. And then this one down here at the bottom, it's not vintage, but it looks kind of like what you were going to see on eBay. It's a Gap one, but I definitely would try to like get this secondhand. You might as well like get what's already out there at a decent price versus buying a brand new one. I threw in this last example as something that's very 2024 and maybe not something that will stay in your closet long term because of, you know, it says chow on it, which is like, it's just not, it's a rugby shirt in its silhouette, but rugby shirts don't say like chow on it in big, like real rugby shirts don't say chow on it in huge block letters. So it's fun. It's cute. It looks like it's a great cut, but if you want to kind of curate your wardrobe for the long term, I would stick with like the vintage versions, like the more simple, true to rugby style than something like this. And plus those ones are like more expensive. I don't know the price of this one, but it's probably over $60. Just a general rule is that sometimes keeping it simple is like a surefire way to stay timeless when you're picking items for your wardrobe. Then an overarching trend that we are going to see for the next couple of years is going to be exploring American vintage and just everything that means. Every single brand. I'm already seeing a demand for brands like Ann Taylor Loft, Nine West, and Casual Corner, etc. due to the like office siren, corp core, you know, what is sexy employee trend that we're seeing with like pencil skirts and button downs and little kitten heels with a pointed toe and, you know, button-up blouses paired with more casual bottoms. Like I'm seeing a demand for those brands because that's what those brands were offering when they were really, really popular in the early 2000s. So with this current trend of, you know, demure and a desire for like modesty and modest silhouettes, we are going to be seeing a lot of those kind of getting price hikes, especially in places like Depop where they're really hyper aware of trends. Modest silhouettes are kind of synonymous for fall, and that's kind of where the zeitgeist is taking us just in general with being more covered up. Another thing I want to talk about for those of us around in the early 2000s with currently seeing Coach become an it brand is a super cool but surprising phenomenon. Obviously they had their heyday and every girl, preteen, teenager, young woman having a Coach purse was a goal. And it was something that was gifted at graduations, birthday parties, you name it. And for whatever reason, it became basic, maybe like 2010s up until, I don't know, the late 20-teens. But now obviously they have totally added so much longevity to their brand with how they're marketing themselves now and still keeping that quality that they've been known for because they've always been great quality. They've always been, well, now compared to what people are shelling out for designer bags, and Coach has always been Coach is affordable compared to that. But like I was saying in the early 2000s, it was definitely a treat and a very nice gift you would get for a young girl or woman in your life. But anyway, they make good quality, affordable pieces. So why not? Like they should still be around. Like I love that for them. I love that they're finding this kind of resurgence and renaissance. Anyway, in the same vein, how some people used to hate hard on Coach, they also used to hate, maybe even worse, on Michael Kors, specifically MK bags and watches. Like they were a nice treat and like a status symbol for like boss babes back in the day. And you know, because of that, they became extremely popular and maligned as basic. Which it's so like crazy how we label these things and like bully people for buying clothes or things that are well made. Like, you know, obviously like on this channel, like we like to follow trends and dress uniquely and add new perspectives and gain inspiration from all over. But there's always been just this like, you know, venomous hatred for people that like popular things. So I like that this generation is kind of turning that on its head and just liking things for what they are instead of liking the idea of a brand and the idea of, or they don't really see themselves as like, the sum of the brands that they wear. They are able to find their personal style in anything. It doesn't matter the brand, just as long as it is true to how they see themselves and how they want to dress. So I like that fashion is kind of turning in that way and not so like, I don't know, mean girly, if that makes sense. So I personally have never owned anything Michael Kors, so I can't speak to their quality, but something tells me like it's just fine. Like I imagine their quality is just as good and has been, like just as Coach is known for having good quality at affordable prices. And obviously like there's still Michael Kors stores, like selling new items. There's outlets. As far as I know, I haven't been to them all in a while, but I'm pretty sure Michael Kors stores are still a thing. And, you know, it's popular for a reason. So I think that we're going to see some it girls rocking like the Michael Kors, monogram all over Pinterest soon. I saw some at, Goodwill the other day and they were like security tagged or like just like set aside from the other purses. And they were maybe like $30 and up, which is a great deal for like a real leather, you know, decently crafted purse. And yeah, I might pick up one myself. Like I like this one that I included here, in the example photos, like something like that, like monogram. It's cute, but like if you would have told, I don't know, if you would maybe like back in like 2015, like people will be like, ew, Michael Kors, that's so basic and like whack. It's like, now you can get a really great crafted quality purse that used to be what their price range was probably like $200 to $400. I don't even know. I never really shopped at Michael Kors, but you can get that for $30 now. So that's amazing. And then I also included this Marc Jacobs bag as well. I bought it on Depop. So I'm excited about that. And yeah, like brands like that, like Marc Jacobs, I don't think ever got that scarlet letter of being basic like Michael Kors did. But I think that we're going to see a revival for just American designer bags because you're able to find them at a cheaper price. And with what's going on in the economy right now, I think that people are going to, you know, stop sleeping on the vintage, like Michael Kors, Marc Jacobs type bags. Another element to this vintage Americana revival is obviously like preppy sporting clothing. So you could maybe chalk it up to it being an Olympic year, but American vintage was literally like made for the fall. So I'm very excited about this trend. DKNY, Eddie Bauer, J. Crew, Izod, Calvin Klein, Nine West, Michael Kors, Nautica, Abercrombie, Ralph Lauren, Tommy Hilfiger, Marc Jacobs, and Taylor, so on and so forth. All those brands are so easy to source, coming in at a variety of different price ranges and great basics, great quality materials, especially compared to what we have available to us via fast fashion. So definitely check those out when you're looking for, you know, like Cezanne type core basics. Maybe try to thrift some of these American vintage designers. I don't even know what to call these, and I'm contemplating whether or not I need them, like especially these ones at the bottom right, like they keep lowering the price and I'm very tempted, but I just don't know if it's a need right now. I'm calling them sneaker flats, but if you are shopping for a comfy fall shoe and need some ideas, I'd go for these because they're affordable and they look like they'd be super comfortable. Plus they're all weather with the right socks or no socks for summer. Good brand to search is Merrell, I think there's 2 R's and 2 L's, Nerrell, or just 1 R. But you can find a lot of those secondhand on, Depop and eBay. And these ones on the right are Clark's. These in the middle are Diesel, obviously. So they kind of looks like a lot of different brands played around with this silhouette back in the day. And they've been on my radar for the past couple years. So I eventually might pull the trigger for micro trends right now, but I think that I think this first one is going to turn into a macro trend eventually, because you just think of anything that had a moment in the 2000s, it's going to have a moment again, because we are in a 2000s Y2K revival, and we're going to dig through that bin, cycle through everything, every single thing, looking for what was really good about that era and bringing it into 2024. So I'm talking about embroidered denim. Someone actually left a comment on one of my videos, and they mentioned girls, I think the viewer was from the Netherlands, are making embroidered jeans trendy where they live. So that makes sense to me, like I said before, because literally everything from the 2000s is going to have another moment. And this is another trend like mesh shoes that I think is going to be so fun for brands to explore in new and exciting ways. Speaking of mesh shoes, I'm still obsessed with them. And I love the idea of a cute green flat. These Mary Janes on the left are very much giving brat, and these mesh shoes in this beautiful hunter green color are so pretty. And the color is literally perfect for fall. Mesh shoes are popping up everywhere, so shop around for your taste and budget. I think that mesh shoes as a concept is here to stay. It's an actually new innovation in the shoe world. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but aside from the little Chinese slipper beauty market, beauty supply store flats, a mesh shoe like this Mary Jane silhouette, it hasn't been done before, at least as far as I know. Someone, like I said, tell me if I'm wrong, but I love it. I think it's so fun. We love innovation as people that love fashion. So I'm really excited to see where that takes us. But these ones here, they're $300 something. So, but everything is going to be duped. Like the Alaya ones, they've been duped a million times. We will find cool colors and cool embellishments at very cheap price points very soon, if not now already. That was it. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think is going to be trending for fall. What do you think of the things that I picked out as macro trends? And then are you hearing whispers of the embroidered denim kind of resurgence that's going to be happening? I have a feeling that is going to be something that I will be talking about in 2025 trend videos. So everyone go and get your Adidas Trackpants and enjoy the upcoming cooler months. We are literally in the throes of triple digits here in Southern California, where I'm at currently. So I'm ready for a change. Hang it up. Summer. I'm done with you. See you next year. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.